In the age of fee-free investing, it might be obvious to not care about transaction costs. But it is still not the reality for many providers and type of accounts. I plan to move my personal pension investments to another provider, and I will show you today how it will save me over £240,000. SIPP pension account is available in the UK, and this segment of the investment world is also starting to change in terms of lowering fees charged by brokers. Today I will show you how the small change in the transaction cost allows you to build wealth much quicker, thanks to the power of compound interest. Many people still overlook such aspects of investing like transaction costs or foreign exchange related costs. I will show you why it is a big mistake. And if you want to learn more about wise investing and building wealth, smash the like button for the YouTube algorithm. In that way, this knowledge will be promoted further by the YouTube platform, and I will produce more content for you. Although this part of the video applies to UK-based investors, stay with me as very similar schemes are available in most countries. A part of my savings is invested by using SIPP. A self-invested personal pension is a pension wrapper that holds investments until you retire and start to draw a retirement income. It is a type of personal pension and works in a similar way to a standard personal pension. The main difference is that with a SIPP, you have more flexibility with the investment choices. I work for a company which has one very generous benefit for its employees. For a 7% salary contribution to the pension account, the company tops it up by further 16%. So for every 7% untaxed money, my pension account will get 23% of my salary. Not a bad deal, right? It is like having a 230% gain on the start of any investment. That is the reason I also use a pension account for investing. It is just an amazing deal. But even better is that I can move money to self-invested personal pension account instead of the initial fund in which it is invested. In that way, I can invest my pension money by myself. How did it go for me so far? I remember that after I published a video with results for the 2019 year investing in my pension account, I received some comments that such a return is not possible to be repeated. Well, it looks like I achieved it. This year my portfolio increased by 65.8% after rising 61.1% in 2019. The majority of gains in 2020 come from my investments in Tesla and Apple stocks. My Apple investments within this account delivered me over 200% gains. Tesla is up 440% on average from the moments I added it to my portfolio. The beginning of this year is good too. So far, the account is over 4% up during the first 2 weeks of this year. I am aware it will be challenging to repeat the previous year's result in the following years. I rather aim at a 20% annual return over the long term, which is still a very satisfying return. Of course, I do not treat this portfolio on its own. There are only 7 stocks now in this pension account, but it is a significant part of my overall stock market portfolio. Every few years, the offer of brokers is changing. That is why, instead of keeping my money in one broker, I review the situation. A new player is entering the SIPP pension market soon. I have received emails about it, and you can see more information on their website. They are already allowing for a regular investing account as well as an ISA account for UK investors. But a good offer of SIPP type of account is something I've been waiting for, and it looks like Freetrade account has a very good offer in comparison with the competition. Let's do some calculation to show you how big impact transaction fees have on your investments in the long term. We need to make some assumptions here. I expect a 20% annual return from my investments in the long term. That is what I aim for when searching for companies to be included in my portfolio. Even though my track record shows much bigger results, Let's use prudent 20% in this calculation. I compared costs for my current provider of SIPP, AJBell, with Freetrade. First, there is a cost associated with the transfer. AJBell charges £9.95 for transferring out of every asset. So it is almost £70 in total, as I own 7 different companies in my pension account. But Freetrade offers an incentive for transferring money to their platform. You will receive 1 share of a value which depends on your transferred portfolio size. In my case, it would be a share of above £200, which means that it covers the transfer out fees charged by AJBell. That is the first plus for Freetrade. So far, so good. Now let's assume I am not adding any new money to this pension account, and every year I make 6 transactions of value £2,500. All these transactions are on the US stock market, as that is the stock market I invest the most. The account fee is almost the same in Freetrade, and it is around £10 monthly. The transactions are free in Freetrade, but there is foreign exchange cost, which gives around £11 for every trade. But the same cost for AJBell account is almost £35, which is around £25 in foreign exchange costs related to exchange from British pounds to US dollars, and approximately £10 of the transaction cost. It cost me less than £70 in Freetrade account for just 6 such small transactions during a year, and more than £2,000 in AJBell account. Okay, so my total costs for using Freetrade during a year would be £187 versus almost £330 for AJBell account. The first value is 0.29% of my current portfolio of £60,000 and 0.51% for AJBell. Is it a lot? Does it make a difference? It does not look like, right? But watch now, I will show you a magic trick. The magic of compound interest will show its power in a minute. If we assume a 20% annual return rate for my investments, but we include the account and transaction costs, it will give us 19.71% for Freetrade account and 19.49% for AJBell account. I am 32 years old now. Time flies, I know it. But the more important point is that the SIPP personal pension locks my money until I am 55. But the minimum retirement age will rise to 57 in 2028. So I will assume compounding for another 25 years until I am 57. In such a scenario, this tiny difference in fees makes a £242,000 difference, and it is almost 4.5% of the total value accumulated. So does this over £240,000 make a difference? I think it does, and that is why it is worth to shop around for cheaper investment platforms. I review the options for my investment accounts every few years. And if there is cheaper but not worse in terms of investment choices and security of the account, I prefer to transfer my investments. It is just worth it in the long term. Do you want to take your finances on the next level? I inform my patrons about any transactions I make, so if you want to learn from me, you might be interested in joining my investing community. My overall portfolio of stocks of over $400,000 grew over 62% in 2020. Thanks to the right selection of stocks, I've been beating the stock market indices regularly. You will get exclusive access to members-only content. You will learn via our private group, participate in our regular members-only live Q&A webinars, and get access to a library of past webinars. You will know all companies from my entire portfolio of more than $400,000, and also you will be notified straight away when I buy or sell any stock. Thanks to my approach, you can spend a minimal amount of time on investing, and your future self will thank you for this investment. The link is below and in the video description. You are awesome that you watched this video till the end. Let me know if you use a personal pension account for building your wealth. I reply to every comment. Also remember not to listen to bloggers and vloggers. Always do your research and have conviction why you buy shares of the specific company. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to subscribe and click the bell to receive a notification about a new video being published. Thank you so much for watching, and until next time, happy investing!